Here we are, and we're going to be showing you how you can sign up and use Make Spiffy. Make Spiffy was originally developed in 2014 because I've got a lot of young kids who I found it very difficult to motivate, and I'd come up with it. It's very rudimentary, had a sort of different way of working then, but in the grand scope of things, it was basically the same thing. Same principle applies. Make it easy to use, and also have a capture, review, and reward as the three pillars. Okay, so capture, review, reward. The task is completed and captured by kid, it is reviewed by the adult, and it is rewarded. So those are the three principles of Make Spiffy, so let's take a look. So here we're going to be going to my demo site, and I have turned it on so it reacts like a mobile device. Now, Make Spiffy is what is called a web app. It is not found in the Apple iTunes Store. It is not found in the Google Play Store. It is only available from us. And the good thing about that is it doesn't have to go through all the approval processes and things like that to become available in those stores. It doesn't get lost in those stores, and it works across iOS for Apple products and Android products, as well as tablets and desktops with ease. So this is a perfect solution. Typically, I find myself using Make Spiffy on my iPhone. My wife finds the same thing. My kids use their iPhones or their iPad to use it, not a problem. We have tested it on Android devices, so it does work that way too. The way that this, well, let's just get into it. Take a look. So here we are, is the Make Spiffy login page. Now everybody who signs up and subscribes will have their very own custom Make Spiffy. It's not a shared platform, it is all yours. So when that's done and you get the email that is complete with your URL, what you want to do is make sure that you go to it and sign up. Sign up's found under this big white login screen. It says sign up. When we click there, we're brought to the sign up page. Very easy. Put in your email address and choose a password. Now, coming from a security background, I want to make sure that it is a hard to guess password. Don't reuse your passwords, etc., etc. So you want to do that because the first person that signs up on Make Spiffy will be the administrator. Now, as an administrator, you'll be able to create other administrator accounts. But by default, only the first person that signs up on your account is the administrator. Everybody else that signs up after, like your kids, they would be listed as a kid. Okay, here's a little trick. If your kid does not have an email address and you happen to have a Gmail address, not a problem. There's this hidden feature of Gmail that allows you to create additional email accounts without creating additional email accounts. Here's what I mean. Here's my Gmail account, but if my child does not have an account, I can just add a plus and something else to the end of this email, and that will go to my LOLConcepts@gmail.com account. So if you have two kids that don't have email addresses, you can go and use this. That way, any forgot passwords or anything go to your Gmail account. And it's not going to reject you because you're using the same email. So perfect. Okay, once you log in, the first thing that's going to happen, whether you do it now or the next time you log in, is you're going to be putting in your information. Now, although it's not used, you can upload a photo. Right now in this version, the photo doesn't come into play, but you can always store it. If there's a telephone number associated with it, that is a mobile phone number I recommend, and you will just select your carrier, check the box. That way, future versions that come out that use text messaging will be using that. Now here, when we update any of our settings, we do have to confirm our password. So if you want to change your password, you can definitely put it in here. And it says leave blank if you don't want to change it. That's only if you want to change your password. But otherwise, you have to put in your current password to be able to make changes. Very good. So this is a child account. So being a child account, this is what they see when they log in. A value of 0 in your bank. These are points. These points can be whatever you as a parent decide them to be. It could be dollars, it could be minutes, it could be time. In my case, each point is equating to 10 cents. So 10 points can be traded in for $1. But I've found that oftentimes they don't want that cash out. What they want is they've got their iPhones or iPads and they want an app. If it's a free app, I charge them 10 points to get that free app, and then they can make a cash out request. Okay, so they have no points in their bank, so they can't cash it in. They'd be tapping this cash in button to get to that. And also below is a list of the chores that were completed. In this case, none so far. And then when you tap the hamburger menu in the corner, you can log out. So I'm going to log in as a parent, if I can remember my password. The one good thing about the app, well, there's a ton of good things about the app, but one of the great things about the app is that if your phone or tablet supports Touch ID or Face ID, those are going to be perfectly working for you, so you don't have to remember your password like I did. So as a parent, when you come in, you'll scroll down and you will see this white box here that will tell you whether you're caught up or not. If you have your child has created or finished a Spiffy task and uploaded the evidence, you will see that there will be a number here where you can go visit that area and see. In this case, there aren't any that have been completed. Up in the hamburger menu, we have things that we can see. Spiffy tasks here at the top tells us that we do have 19 of those, and what you put in here is completely up to you. Let your imagination run wild. Typically what happens for me is that I find something that needs to be done and it's not a task, so I create a task. And you can create a new task down here by clicking the new Spiffy task link. So we can do several things here. We can delete this task if we want to. We can show the task or print it. So if we show it, we can see what this task looks like. In this case, it is cleaning your room. We can put a short description in here. What does that mean? Clean your room, make your bed. A value of 2 points. Is it active? And redemptions. So in certain tasks, we may find that we need certain number of redemptions. So let's say, for instance, it's brushing the teeth. We want to encourage our children to brush their teeth in the morning and at night. So for one child, that redemption for that task should be 2, because there'll be 1 they can redeem in the morning and 1 at night. So that's what redemptions go. If you've got 2 kids with the brushing your teeth, example, then that would be 4 redemptions. So you change that, and you can change these values at any time. So when we go back here, the way that kids are able to complete these tasks, capture these tasks, are when we print them. So we just click the print, and then we print this out. Control P from your computer prints out a nice card that is about a business size card. I will put links in where you can get a laminator from Amazon, and also some little laminating pouches. That's what we do. It's perfect. It tells you what the task is, what the value is, and gives you a QR code. Now, all the kids do with the QR code is they open their camera. You don't need to take a picture, just aim the camera at the QR code. It's got built-in technology now that allows that to be recognized as a code. They tap the drop down that comes down, and they go right to the task to upload their evidence. So that's all about Spiffy tasks. These are repeatable tasks, and for instance, we use the Spiffy board, and we put on the tasks with Velcro that are to be done during the day. Some of these tasks won't be done every day. Get ready for school. You wouldn't want to hang that one on the weekend. Clean the dog poo, maybe twice. Do your laundry. You might want to relegate that to a Saturday or Sunday morning, so you wouldn't hang it on the board until then. You know, you get what I mean. So you can use that, put the cards out on your own, use the Spiffy chore board, hang them up, whatever you got. The chore board's really great. It has custom little buckets that you can, once they do them, they can put them in there to scan later, or however else you want that to work. It's very flexible. So that is the Spiffy tasks. Now the users list we see here, again, the administrator in this copy, in this demo, I was the first user, so I was an administrator. My wife signed up. I made her an administrator. You can see there's a link here. If somebody else signs up, maybe grandma, grandpa, or big brother or something like that, or aunt and uncle, you could make them administrators so that they could administrate and approve tasks or whatever. You can see here is the last user that I created, John Smith, who came in as a kid. If it's a kid account, we do see the points. So we do see their current points here in this little box: 245, 16, 233 points, 0 points. This is just a good way to see how everybody's doing right from the user list. And now cash out requests. So once a child has accrued points, they're able to cash them in. And they put that request in, and they can only make one request while one's outstanding. So in this case, Alex has requested a cash out for 10 points, and you have the ability to, as an administrator, approve or reject that. Underneath the user, you can see the green box that shows how many points they have in their bank. So requesting 10, 16 points available. The system won't let you take out more than you've got, but it's a good way. It was a feature that was requested, so we put it in. So we can do whatever we want. I'm not going to touch this because this is actually a live. We use this one. So these are real. So I'm going to leave that alone. And let's see. And right, the last feature that I have recently added is give a bonus. Okay, this is when something extraordinary happens and your kid has gone above and beyond. While we've all been self-quarantined in here or made to stay home, we thought it was a great idea to clean the house from top to bottom. So there was lots of things we did. I couldn't even imagine the Spiffy card for all the things that were done. So at that time, I said, wow, I would like to give these kids a bonus for being extraordinary helps, but there wasn't a feature in there to make that happen. So rather than scanning multiple cards, I came up with the give a bonus feature. So how this works is you click that, and then you choose who you want to give the bonus to. I'll give that to John. And then you put in the amount of points you want to give. Let's say you want to give John 100 points for being totally awesome. And all we do is click give, and we are done. Let's take a look at John's account under users. And we see now that John has 100 points. And when we're done, all we do is log out. So as you can see, Make Spiffy is very close to my heart. I feel like it is a great way to encourage your kids to why don't you tell me? I think it's a great way to make your kids want to help out. It encourages them through the use of positive reinforcement. Now, there are many people out there that say, you know, gee, Bri, I don't want to, I shouldn't have to pay somebody to, you know, reward my kids. Okay, that's an opinion. I made Make Spiffy for a reason. First of all, for my own use. Lots of things out there are born out of necessity and creativity. It does cost me money to and time to make, update, store, and all this. So I wanted to make it easy for parents to use, and I wanted to make it affordable. So it's less than $8 a month to use it. There's no limit on how many kids you can have in there or how many times you use it. I want it to be a great tool for you to use, and maybe it's going to help you. I've been through so many different things with the kids. I've been through sticker charts and like chore schedules, and you can name it. I've tried them all. I've tried positive reinforcement. I've tried negative reinforcement. I've tried everything, just like you have. And this is the first thing. As soon as it was ready and I told my kids about it, I taught my middle son how to use it, and he taught everybody else how to use it in like 2 seconds, and they were off to competing with each other on who could get the most points. So I feel that it is great for my family. I hope that you feel it's great to try for your family. What I'm doing is I am putting this out there for free until July. Like I said, it's $8. It's a couple of cups of coffee. You're helping out a local developer. Hopefully it will help you out. I know it will. Hopefully it makes your house or your home a lot cleaner and your family life a lot saner. And I'd really, really, really like your comments and suggestions. We are not a big group, so lots of times in big groups and big companies, if you've got an idea out there or want something changed, it never happens. We are totally open for different ideas. This product is completely changing all the time. We're adding more features and stuff like that all the time. So you've got a living and breathing application here. You can post on the Facebook page. You can send emails in to hello@makespiffy.com. Post on the Make Spiffy Facebook page, questions, comments, ideas. I'm willing to listen to anything, and I hope that you give it a try, and I hope to be in a relationship with you guys for a very long time, and good luck with everything. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.